519. Yeah, and after this video, I'm going to take my shower, upload this video, and I'm going to go to the store and get my beer and smokes. And my check unfreezes tomorrow midnight. So I don't have money for tomorrow, but my check unfreezes midnight. And at midnight, I'll get my pack of smokes. So tomorrow, I might make a video maybe around midnight, around there. Go to the store, get a pack of smokes for myself, and I'll make a video around midnight, perhaps tomorrow. Or, no, sorry, Saturday midnight, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. Saturday midnight, I might make a video. At midnight. Whereas today, I'll make one now, and then after this, I'll go get my beer and smokes at the store. Trip my ass, I'll get my beer and smokes at the store. Yeah. Yeah, my Scotch's company will be the biggest one brand in the entertainment. And you guys know what I'm talking about. You can see the video. Yeah, we can see the video. Yeah, you're looking at like an unheard of company, but oh man. Like a nice like studio office, a nice, a nice special in the building. Yeah. The actors are gonna get to see my nice office when they sign the contracts. You're gonna see my beautiful property when the jet lands. They get flown on my $300 million super advanced jet with a GPS. Yeah, man, they're all gonna get to experience all that with me. Yeah, man, the Zane's actors, yeah. Peter will get to experience. Peter's already rich. Peter's a billionaire. Peter owns his own jet. I heard he owns his own jet, but like he's not as rich as me and VJ. So I'm saying, and Hollywood does not spoil him the way I was. But when Peter gets flown on my $300 jet, holy shit, this is cool. You know what I'm saying? This is pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is cool. Ivan's spoiling me, man. Yeah. Him and Mel Gibson, him, Fran, and Barry also get flown on my jet. They get 2 beers in the jet. They have a good time in the jet. You know what I'm saying? Peter gets to work in my nice, special, my studio office when we write the script. We do the concert arts in the other building, the special effects unit building. Yeah, beautiful building. Yeah, Ivan, this is a beautiful building you have here, Ivan. This is nicer than Hollywood. Yeah, nice property of land. Yeah, and then Peter's like, holy shit, Ivan, your company blows out of the water. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Look, this has been crazy. Really, Ivan, yes, all the Hollywood actors are going to be like desperately trying to get into my movie, obviously. But I told you, your chances of being chosen is not high, man. It's like what? There's I don't know. There's a couple thousand. There's thousands of working actors in Hollywood, and I don't know. Zane's will only have a good 40 characters. The Great Escape will have maybe I don't know 18 characters, 20 characters. You know what I'm saying? Matrix will only have maybe like I don't know, like 16, 17 characters. Major and minor characters. Yeah, your chances of getting in is not high, man. See what I'm saying? That's why the Zane's actors are lucky, obviously, because they're the lucky chosen, obviously. They're the lucky chosen. I told you all the actors who I'm thinking of for the Zane's, chances are most all of them are pretty much chosen. The only ones who are questionable are like what? Even though I'm thinking of Daniel Kaluuya to play the role of Tatsitonius, I think John Boyega is better for Tatsitonius, to be honest. Chances are he will get the part over Daniel Kaluuya. Don't hate me, Daniel Kaluuya. I think Ivan Joji is perfect for Papyri. I think he'll end up what? He'll end up getting the job over the other guy. Whereas Don Cheadle, I might perhaps choose Vigo over him, but I think Don's better for Maramis, to be honest, than Vigo. I can picture Don more as Maramis and Vigo, to be honest. The captain of the Archers. But Vigo's also really good for Maramis, too. That's why you're going to have those guys compete for the job. Have Vigo send in the reel for the role of Maramis. But because Peter's biased, he might be like, I even choose Vigo because I worked with him like 30 years ago, what I'm saying, because he's biased, obviously. He knows Vigo, he worked with him in Lord of the Rings. Vigo worked for Peter in Lord of the Rings. Yeah, he's a bit biased, obviously. I even choose Vigo, man. You know what I'm saying? And, he guaranteed Peter would be like, oh, I think Karl Urban is perfect for Cornelius, Ivan. Choose Karl Urban over the Anonzo actor, whatever his name is. Because Peter's a bit biased, obviously, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Choose John Rice Davis for Eli. For Eli, yeah. Yeah. Because Peter's biased, obviously. So you have a Star Wars reunion, you have a Marvel reunion, You have a Victorious reunion, and you have a Lord of the Rings reunion. If I choose those guys, you have Andy Serkis. Andy Serkis and John Boyega were in Last Jedi, so you have a Star Wars reunion, obviously. Yvonne Joseph, Danielle Minette, and Aaron Grande were in Victorious, a Victorious reunion, obviously. Angelina Bassett, Andy Serkis were in Marvel Black Panther, a Marvel reunion, obviously. Yeah, Idris Alba, Don Cheadle were in what Avengers Infinity War. You have a Marvel reunion, yeah. And you also have a Lord of the Rings reunion. So if I choose Carl Urban and Vigo and Carl Urban, Vigo and Andy Serkis, you have a Lord of the and John Rice Davis, you have a Lord of the Rings reunion going on. You have like 4 different movie reunions in my movie, man. Something crazy. A lot of reunions. Yeah. Something crazy, yeah, man. Why even really? Yeah, something crazy. Something so crazy that what? All the Hollywood actors are gonna what? Desperately be sending in their reels. Look at something crazy. All the Hollywood actors are gonna be sending in their reels. Look at something crazy, man. Yeah, man. Even for Zane, yeah, for Zane, it's a lot of actors going to be sent. Because for Zane, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have all the stars I'm thinking of casting. I'm going to fly them in the first year, have them read. Have them read a small part. I'll fly them towards the end of the year and have them come in and read for the part. Obviously, that way I can look over the reels, see if I chose the right actors, and I'll have other actors send in reels too. That way, you give other Hollywood actors an opportunity. Obviously, but I told you, chances are the actors who I'm thinking of for Zaynus are the chosen ones. And there might be a few different changes here and there. Maybe I might perhaps choose maybe Vigo over Don, perhaps. Maybe Bernard Hill over John Rice Davis. So I think John Rice Davis is perfect for the role of Eli. He even looks like VJ. He has his brown eyes. He was like, yeah, John Rice Davis is perfect. Eli, I can picture him as Eli. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He has that beautiful voice, that beautiful sounding voice. Yeah, the way he talks. Yeah, he's perfect. Eli, the leader of the Safias. Yeah. But the only thing that worries me about him is his age. He's getting old. By the time I hire him, he'll be in his 80s. I even don't worry about him, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Christopher Lee was in his 80s when he filmed The Hobbit. Before he passed away, he was like in his early 80s, Ivan. He was fine. You know what I'm saying? We can have stunt doubles for him, Ivan, for the action sequences. Yeah, Darwice Davis, chances are I'm going to have to hire stunt doubles for him for the action sequences. He won't be what? Hey, whenever you do fighting sequences, John, I'll hire stunt doubles to do it for you. That way, it's easier on your body, obviously. Whereas all the other scenes where he stands up and runs, he will do the scenes himself, obviously. Hence why I'm gonna have John Rice Davis work out. Like John, I recommend I'm gonna have a nutritionist and trainer prepare a special nutrition diet for you and a weight training diet for you. That way, I want you working out a little bit. He doesn't have to work out that much, John Rice Davis, because Eli doesn't take off his shirt in the movie, obviously. But I'll have John Rice Davis work out a little bit. That way, he's in shape for the role. People are like, oh, Ivan, he'll be fine. We just have to. We can have stunt doubles for him for the action sequences, and we can have chairs for him to sit down when he's tired. Yeah. So for John Rice Davis, what I'll do is whenever he's filming on set, whenever we take like a 5-minute quick break, have a chair for John where he can sit down the way he's comfortable. You can have assistants get him his coffee, his French vanilla. He can serve his own food, obviously, but like you can have assistants get his own coffee, his own French vanilla. That way, it's easier on his body, obviously. Because he wants to be said, but Ivan, I'm fine. Don't worry about Ivan. I'm fine, man. Because once you're 80 years old, you're pretty much done. Your body's done, man. Your body's pretty much done. But look, Clint Eastwood is 9 years old and he's still acting in movies, and he was fine for the movie, obviously. Clint Eastwood is 9 years old and he's still acting in movies. You see what I'm saying? Ivan, you saying, yeah, 80 years old, you're pretty much done. You can still act in movies, but like you can't really do much action sequences anymore because your body's done, man. When you're 70, you're still pretty fine, but once you hit your 80, you're pretty much done. Your body can't really do the things they used to do when you were younger, obviously. Because John Rhys Davis was in his like 50s, late 50s when he filmed Lord of the Rings. He was fine back then. Bernard Hill was in his late 50s, whereas now he's like 84 years old when he filmed Zanus. He's 78 years old now, obviously. So if I film Zanus in, I don't know, 2020, 29, that's what? That's like about 6 years from now, around there, right? 6 years from now, John Rhys Davis will be what? He'll be 84 years old, man. He'll be older. People will be like, Ivan, he'll be fine. Don't worry about it, man. We'll have what? We'll have stunt doubles for him for the actors. But because John Rhys Davis wants to fight alongside me against the Demon Wolves, Ivan, I don't want stunt. Ivan, for the war, I want to do my own stunts. I don't want stunt doubles for that. I want to fight alongside you against those Demon Wolves. Yeah, guaranteed all the actors who were fighting in the movie, obviously, in the end war, obviously, in the end war scene, when Tacitus and his army, obviously, and go against Eretet and his demonic army, obviously, all the actors are like, Ivan, I want to fight alongside you against Eretet and those demon wolves. Yeah, they're gonna want to do their own stunts, obviously. Yeah, they're gonna want to do their own stunts. Yeah, man. Yeah, you're looking at like 4 different reunions for Zanus. Like a Stars reunion, Victorious reunion, Marvel reunion, and you have a Lord of the Rings reunion going on. Obviously. And all my actors are going to work double hard for me because they all sign like A-list actor contracts. Like money that A-list actors make. Yes, man. They all sign A-list actor contracts. Yeah. Danielle Manette signed like, I don't know, a $10 million deal. Yvonne Joje signed like an 11.5, $12 million deal. John Boyega signed like a 16.5 million deal. This is combined earnings. Digimon Sue signed like a 19 million deal in combined earnings. You know what I'm saying? Vigo signed like a 24, 25 million deal. They all signed massive contracts. Yeah, man, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Peter's like, Ivan, this is madness. This is loco. You know what I'm saying? All your stars are all making their fucking consistent millions, Ivan. What is wrong with you, Ivan? They're not worth this. This is crazy. This is A-lister salaries, Ivan. Like, these guys are not Will Smith and Dwayne Johnson, Ivan. This is crazy. Like, Peter, if you want my company to be better in Hollywood, pay them more money, and now, hence why the actors are going to work much harder for me. Yeah, but Ivan, they're not worth your royalties, man. This is like pay them their flat salary, and that's enough. You don't have to give them a piece of royalties, Ivan. That's enough, Ivan. They can feed their families for years with this money. Just give all that money to me. I'm like, no, Peter, I'm not going to give all the money to you. You like doing this for all movies. I'm not going to let you take all the pie for yourself, man. You're already making your $415 million off Zanus. You know what I'm saying? You're making way more than everyone else. I'm not going to let you do me like that, Peter, and have you take, because Peter might try and suck every penny dry from everyone. Ivan, just pay the crewman $75K and the other half just give it to me because he's greedy. Obviously, I'm like, no, Peter. The other like $120 million, give it to me, man. Give that money to me. You know what I'm saying? And he might do the same. Ivan, like the royalties are giving all the actors. Give all that share to me. Give all the pie to me because he's greedy. He wants every cent of the dollar. I'm like, no, Peter. I'm already paying you $450 million in royalties. That's enough. This is double what you made for Lord of the Rings. I gave you a fat fucking contract. You're gonna walk away with $300+ million in your bank after taxes. It's a lot of money. You're making way more than all the stars, man. What they're making is pocket change how much you're making, Peter. Because Peter's greedy, he wants more money because he's a greedy pig, obviously. He wants more money for the movie because he's greedy, obviously. I'm like, no, Peter, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to let you do what you did for Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit and take all the money for yourself, man. Yeah, but Ivan, you're taking all the billions for yourself, too. Yes, I'm a son of God. I'm much bigger than you. Hence why what? I'm making way more than you, obviously. But because Peter knows I'm making way more than him, he might be a bit angry, obviously. Because the amount of money he's making, even though Peter's on a massive deal, it's pocket change how much movies you're making. We're gonna make like, I don't know, $48 billion off the movie. And Peter wants a nice like $800 million of that pie because he's greedy. I'm like, no, Peter. Ivan, why don't you just raise your amount for the Amazon deal then? That way I can make you can give out like 2% of your money, Ivan. And you give like 1% to me. I'm like, no, Peter, I'm not gonna give you 1%. You're not worth it. I'm not gonna give you a $600, $700, $800 deal. You're fucking crazy, man. You're not worth that kind of money, Peter. You're worth your 300, 200, 100, 400 million, 500 million deal, but anything more than 500 million, Peter, you're pushing it, man. You're now ripping me off. I'm not going to let you do like that, man. And give you like an $800 million royalty deal. You're fucking crazy. Yeah, but Ivan, the amount of money you're paying all your stars is local, man. This is crazy. This is madness, man. You're paying John Boyega a $16.5 million deal for his combined earnings. Like, he's not worth that, Ivan. That's how much money A-listers making in Hollywood. He's only worth like $1.5 million for a movie, Ivan. This is crazy. And John Boyega knows it, man. He knows he's only worth $1.5 million for a movie, Ivan. He's not worth $16.5 million base. You're fucking crazy, Ivan. You're overpaying him, yes, and hence why John Boyega will destroy the role of Tacitonius. He'll work double harder for what? For me than what he even did for Kathleen Kennedy in Star Wars, obviously. For J.J. Abrams' Star Wars movie, yes. He'll work harder for me than what he did for Disney, for Star Wars. So I'm saying he'll destroy the role of Tacitonius. You'll get better performance from him. Ivan, how good Oscar level performances, man. They're gonna lose themselves in character because they're getting a nice paycheck. And he'll brag, and because I paid him that kind of money, he'll brag how much better my company is than Hollywood, obviously. Ivan's company blows Hollywood out of the water, man. Yeah, John, I saw your documentary. You signed a massive deal. Yeah, man, I signed like a 16.5. I made like $16.5 million off Ivan's movie. You made $16.5 million. Yeah, man, I made almost like $17 million off Ivan's movie. Holy shit, Ivan's company blows out of the water. We don't make this in Hollywood. Us A actors only make like 2, 3, 4, 5 million in Hollywood, man. Ivan's company blows out of the water. Yeah, man, I made a lot of money, man. I made like 6 million plus after taxes in my bank, man. I made. John Boyega is like, you made yeah, man. That's how much A-list actors make after taxes in Hollywood. Yeah, I'm like $6 million richer. I'm fucking loaded, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I made so much money. I made so much money off the game, and the commercial money, and the what, the merch royalty, and the speaking fee earnings. I barely even touch my salary money. Because the money I made, I made like $400K. You made 400, yeah, I made $400K in speaking fees, man. You know what I'm saying? That was enough for me. With that money, I bought my nice car. I bought my nice clothes. I went on a nice vacation. I barely even touched my salary earnings. Yeah, man, my company blows out of the water. They're all gonna brag how much better my company is in Hollywood. They're all gonna brag how much better my company is in Hollywood. They're all gonna beg. They're all gonna brag. And that's why they're all gonna beg, because they don't want to go back to Hollywood, obviously. Peter Jackson won't even beg him. Peter Jackson's big, man. He's a big director. He signed a $500 million deal. Mel Gibson will beg. He signed like a $240 million deal. They're all gonna beg me, Regis. Ivan, I don't want to go back to Hollywood, man. Your company's burning hard. I want to work for you for the rest of my life. Peter will want to work for me for the rest of his life. Ivan, I don't want to work in Hollywood, man. I want to work for you for the rest of my life, man. I don't want to work in Hollywood, man. Just sign me on to produce the Matrix, Ivan. I don't have to pay me a nice like $30 million, $40 million, Ivan, to direct the Matrix, to produce the Matrix. You don't have to give me a piece of the money, Ivan. Give me a nice $30 million. I'm glad you produce your Matrix movie. I'm like, Peter, I don't need you for the Matrix, because he's desperate. He wants me to say it. I'm like, Peter, I don't need you for the Matrix. So, Ivan, please, man, I don't want to go back to Hollywood, man. Your company's so much better than Hollywood. I'm like, Peter, you're not good for the Matrix. You're not good for the Great Escape. You're not good for those movies, man. So I'm saying you're not good for those movies, Peter. So I'm saying, yeah, you're looking at crazy worldwide buzz for Saints, man. And all the Hollywood actors are gonna beg movies to resign them. Yeah. Well, Peter accepted my deal. Yeah, Peter accepted my deal. That's a deal, Ivan. He'll accept my deal, obviously, but he might be he might ask for more money because he's greedy, obviously. But when he asks for more money, he'll be polite about it. He's not like the way I'm speaking. It's for entertainment purposes. It's for entertainment purposes. I'm being a bit over dramatic. But Peter will guarantee try and ask for money. His agent will try and push for more money, a bit more. Maybe 600, 700 million, 800 million. I'm like, no, Peter, I'm not going to give you that deal. If I do, you're affecting my 1%. I'm not going to give all the 1% to you. Jon Favreau deserves his 100 million. Dave Filoni deserves his 40. I said the other members of my 7 team deserve to get paid. My secondaries deserve their 5.5. You know what I'm saying? My what? My other 3 deserve their 11 million. They all deserve. They need a nice payday too. The actors deserve a nice payday too. It's not just about you. You're making way more than everyone else, Peter. It's not just about you getting paid. Everyone needs to get paid. The crewmen, you know what I'm saying, deserve a $150,000 salary. They don't. I do not want to pay them a $75,000 salary. No. Ivan, I know you worry that they won't work as hard for you because we're making way more than them. Yes. Ivan, don't worry about it. The crewmen worked hard for me and they made their $30K in Lord of the Rings. Yes, and look at how your movie turned out in some scenes. You had Lars appearing out of nowhere, bad editing, and some of your guys quit on you because they got shitty money. See what I'm saying, Peter? If you pay the crewman, Peter, if I pay the crewman like $60K, $50K, they won't work as hard, man. There's nothing worse than the crewmen. All those Lord of the Rings crewmen saw my videos. They know I have the key. Yeah, Ivan and VJ have the keys. If Ivan prices his series for $160 on Amazon, he takes 71% of the pie. Obviously, he's gonna make his like 50 billion, 48 billion bucks off his movie. There's nothing worse than Ivan and VJ making that kind of money, and all the people in the crewmen are all making 50K. Man, they're gonna feel like total shit, and they might resent me and VJ. That's why I give them a nice $150,000 salary. That way they can feed their families well for a year and a half. As there's nothing worse than me and VJ making that kind of money. Peter making his 500 million. Yak is making their tens of millions. They're multi-million. They're big multi-millionaire contracts. It's not fair to the crewmen. As the actors, my 17, me and Peter Jackson, them can all live, and Guillermo del Toro and all them, and Hans Zimmer are all going to be living the life, the rich life. Whereas the crewmen are not going to be living that kind of life. Hence why pay them $150,000 salary. That way they can live the good average life, the rich average life. Buy a nice $180,000 house, get a nice used $17,000 car, take their family on like a 1-2 vacation in Europe. They can buy their nice TV, their nice theater system. Yeah, that money is enough to last them for a good year and a half. The way they make a great living, obviously, and they work harder for you. I know what I'm doing. That way they work harder for you. See what I'm saying, Peter? Peter, if you don't want the Lord of the Rings crewmen quitting on you while filming takes place, you need to pay them a good salary. The only way I'll pay the crewmen 75K is if I need more. If I end up needing something crazy like 2,000 crewmen, Peter's like, Ivan, we can't make it work for 1,500 people. We need more people. I will cut it in half to 75K. That way I can afford to pay them, which is still a pretty good paycheck. So if I pay them 75K, I'll pay them what? I can pay them 50K for the third year and then 25K for the third year. That's still a pretty good paycheck. Peter's like, Ivan, that's a good enough paycheck, man. They can feed their families for months with that money, Ivan. If they work hard for you, Ivan, they don't make this money in Hollywood. They make 30K in Hollywood. Yes, Peter, the only way I'll pay the crewmen 75K is if I need more crewmen. So if I end up needing like something crazy like 2,000 crewmen, I'm going to have to cut their paycheck in half to 75K. That way I can afford it. Because I only have a $400 million budget. A $400 million budget is not enough to pay 2,000 crewmen 150K. I'll go over budget. Hence why I have to cut it in half. But chances are 1,500 crewmen should be enough. I did the math. 1,500 crewmen is exactly enough for one to pay 150K around there. It should be enough. Obviously, because I can easily put more money into the budget. But I told you I don't want to go over $1 billion for the budget. I don't want to be stupid with my money. No, like I'm not going to go any higher than $1 billion for the budget. Obviously, $95 million is enough towards the movie. I'm not going any higher than that. I don't want to take out more than $410 million of my own money. No, $410 million is enough towards salaries. People's like, Ivan, you're right. Yeah, if you pay the crew 150K, they're gonna work really hard for you, Ivan. Yeah, they're gonna work really hard for me. Yeah, they're gonna. You're gonna get better set building, better costumes, better armor, better weapons, better lighting, better cinematography. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, better cinematography, better special effects, because I paid all the special effects guys a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're not gonna get cheesy scenes in the movie. Yeah, like the loudest picking up the you got in Two Towers. Yeah, the crewmen are better food. The chefs are gonna cook better food for the crewmen. They're gonna cook the best food in the world. The best quality tasting food you can ever think of or imagine in the world. They're gonna make amazing food. Yeah, man. And the crewmen are all gonna work harder for me, obviously. Every section of the crewmen are gonna work hard for me. The dishwashers are gonna work hard. The chefs are gonna work hard. The construction crewmen are going to work hard. The art department are going to work hard. John Howe and Alan Lean, all of them are going to work hard for me because I paid them a lot of money. 200K, they're going to work hard. They're all going to work hard for me because I paid them more money than what Hollywood pays. See what I'm saying? Peter won't have to worry about the guys. Because according to the book, some of the lighting guys quit on Peter when he did Lord of the Rings. They quit on him. Why? Because they got the shitty $30,000 obviously. It wasn't worth the labor. Yeah, I'm not going to do this Blood, Sweat, and Tears for 30K, man. This is bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Fuck, man, I'm doing all this work for 30 fucking K. This is shitty money. Yeah. 30K is a shitty paycheck, man. That's a shitty paycheck. Obviously. I'm not doing this Blood, Sweat, and Tears for 30K and getting fed shittier food. Meat, potatoes, and pasta and that kind of stuff. Some of the guys, yeah, fuck this, I quit. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't have to worry about Lord of the Rings quitting on me because they got their $150,000 check, man. They're getting their nice, I don't know, 2,000, 2,100, 22, 23, 24, $2,500 check every 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I'm feeding them with luxurious buffet. I'm giving them once a month parties, 3 beers once a week. They're all going to work hard for me, obviously. They're going to work hard. As I would work my ass off for 150K if I worked in the movie. I would work really hard, man. That's a nice paycheck, man. 100 grand, 90, 80K in your bank after taxes, after 2 years of hard work. It's a nice paycheck. At work, you can do a lot of good things with 80, 90, 100 grand. You can buy your nice house, get your nice cars, rent your nice apartment. Yeah, man, you can do a lot of good things with that money, man. Not to last you for a year and a half. Even 2 years. Just depends how you blow your money. If the guy doesn't blow his money that much, it can last him for even 2 years. A year and a half to 2 years. If the guy blows his money a lot, it can last him for at least a good year. A year to a year and a half. 100 grand is a lot of money in your bank after taxes, man. 80, 90 grand is a lot of money, man. And that's why the crew of Lord of the Rings are going to work harder for me, obviously. Because I pay them more money. The actors are going to work harder for me because I pay them more money. See what I'm saying? They're going to work hard for the game, too, because I pay them millions for the game. Yeah, I have no worry, but I'll work hard for the game, and they work hard. They do amazing voice acting work for the game. All you have to do is just do your voice acting work. You do your voice acting work, and the people put the CGI thing on you for the character face mounts of the game, and you do, I don't know, a month and a half worth of voice acting, you get your nice $1.5 million check, your $2 million check. They're going to work. The actors are going to work hard. And the actors are going to be doing a lot of work, man. If I do the game, you're going to have to do voice acting work for the game, too. For the game, for the game. Yeah, it's a lot of work. You're going to have to do voice acting work for the game, obviously. People's like, Ivan, you're paying them $1.5 million, $2 million. You're being far too generous. For a game, you only need to pay them like $350K. That's enough, Ivan. You don't have to pay them $1.5 million. Yeah, Peter, if you want my company to beat out Hollywood, what? Pay them the millions on what they work. If you pay them the millions, Peter, they're going to work harder for you, man. You're looking at even better voice acting for the game, too. John Boyega and all of them are going to work. John Boyega, Vaughn, Jojen, and Carlin are going to work really hard when they do the voice acting for the game. Because they're getting a nice $1.5 million check. Don Cheadle will work hard because he's getting his nice like $2.5 million check. Yeah, he'll work hard. Because they're getting the millions, obviously. But don't let these actors rip you off. If these actors want like $10 million for the game, I'm like, guys, I'm not going to pay you $10 million for the game to rip me off. I'll pay your millions, so I'm going to pay you a more modest amount. $1.5 million, $2 million, that's enough for the game. You're going to walk away with what? With a lot of money in your bank. That's a good paycheck for the game. Ivan, what about a piece of the rose for the game? No, I'm not giving you a piece of the profits for the game. You're not worth it. For the movie, I'll give you a piece of profits, but not the game. You're not getting shit off the game. You just get your flat salary and that's it. You get your flat salary and that's it. Obviously. Yeah. Because Peter might tell me, Ivan, you're paying all the crew in 150K. This is crazy, Ivan. They're not worth that. Pay them like 75K. That's enough, Ivan. 70K is enough. Like, Peter, if you pay them 70K, they won't work as hard. Ivan, they'll work hard, man. They got shitty money in the Lord of the Rings. They got 30K and they work hard for me. Yes, and your lighting guys quit on you because they got a shitty paycheck, obviously. Peter, it's not fair that you signed your $500 million deal. You're already rich. You're a billionaire. You're living the life with me. You're living that dream life like me and VJ. You're going to make your $300+ million over taxes for Zanes. It's not fair to the crewmen that they make 50, 40K. No, pay them a nice 150K. That way they collect a nice paycheck, man. And they can feed their families for a good year and a half, even 2 years with that kind of money. And don't forget, once they collected their nice check, for Zayas, obviously, they're going to get offers in Hollywood, and they can probably bargain for a bit more money. Hollywood might be willing to pay them maybe 40K now. And 40K is a not bad paycheck. You can feed your families, you can pay your bills with that kind of money. See what I'm saying? That's why you give the crewman a good deal like that. Obviously. Hence why the Lord of the Rings crewmen are going to beg their asses off for me and VJ to resign them. Ivan, man, please, can I work in your Matrix trilogy, Ivan? I'm like, no, guys, you're not good for the Matrix. Ivan, man, if I go back to Hollywood, they're gonna pay me shitty money, man. They might diss Hollywood, man. I'm gonna go back to making shitty money if I work in Hollywood, Ivan. I don't want to work in Hollywood. I want to work for you. Because they know in Hollywood they're never gonna make 150K. No, they're gonna make their third. They might be able to bargain for a bit more money now, Maybe they might be able to bargain for maybe $5 grand more because Hollywood's cheap. Yeah, okay, we'll pay you 40K instead of 35K. Instead of 30K, we'll pay you 40K. Hollywood can easily take out an extra $6-7 million to pay the crewman an extra like $5 grand. We'll pay you 40K now, but 40K is still a pretty shitty paycheck for a crewman. You want to get a pretty good paycheck, you got to make at least 50 plus thousand a year. 50 plus thousand a year is a pretty good paycheck. It's not bad. And then 60,000 is pretty good. 70 is good, and then like 100K is really good. That's a rich paycheck, obviously. The crewmen know they're never gonna make this money in Hollywood. That's why they're all gonna beg. they're gonna beg me to resign. Ivan, please, man, can I be in your Matrix trilogy or your Great Escape? I'm like, no, guys, you're not good for those movies. You're a perfect age. You're not good for the Great Escape or the Matrix. They're all gonna beg, man. Yeah, man. If they know in Hollywood, they're never gonna make this money, man. If I work in Hollywood, I'm never gonna make this kind of money. Yeah, you're never gonna make this kind of money if you work in Hollywood. Because Hollywood can't afford to pay 150K. To pay all the crew 150K, you got to put like a couple hundred million towards salaries. Hollywood does not put a couple hundred. No, Hollywood, they have like a 60 million, 40, 30 million. Hollywood on average has like a $60 million budget. The big budget movies have like a good like maybe $50 to $60 million, $40 million budget towards salaries around there. So to afford to pay all the crewmen, they have to pay them like a very modest amount, like $30,000. That way it does not affect the budget. And then the other big chunk of the pie goes to paying all the stars. Pay 2 actors a lot of money, and everyone else gets their shittier money. Have a $33 million budget towards salaries for the actors. Pay one guy what? Pay one guy $15 million. Pay another woman actor $7 million. Pay another guy $3 million, and everyone else pay their $700,000, $800,000, $500,000. Or you have bounce, $250,000. Or you have bounce for your budget, and the rest of the money you go towards paying the crewmen their $30,000. The supervisors, you pay them $75K, $100K. Cinematographers, you pay them a couple $100,000, $250K or something like that. Yeah, because Hollywood doesn't have the kind of budgets I have. See what I'm saying? Huh? That's why I know what I'm doing. If you want the crewmen and actors to work double harder, triple harder for you, Roseanne pay them more money. That way they work harder for you and feed them with a luxurious buffet. All you can eat sliders, thin crust pizza, ribs, wings, sweet, and barbecue ribs and wings, right? Poutine, nice crispy fries with like gravy and cheese. Nice couple options of fried rice and like teriyaki meats. Pork, chicken, and beef. Salty, spicy, sweet. And nice chicken balls, a nice salad bar. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if you feed and give them a nice all-you-can-drink vending machine for milkshake and soft drinks, if you do that and you give the crewmen 3 beers once a week, they're gonna work really hard for you, man. The actors are gonna work really hard for you. You pay Carl Urban all them their millions, like that kind of money, because Carl Urban knows he's gonna walk away. I don't know, $7+ million in his bank after taxes. 7-8 million in his bank after taxes is gonna walk away because he lives in New Zealand. Obviously, you have the rates. He'll work. That's a fat paycheck. He'll work really hard. You feed him luxurious buffet, he'll destroy the role of Cornelius. Work much harder than what he did for Peter in Lord of the Rings. Because I pay him more money. Yeah, show my kind of here.